Whoopi? Yeah, she was a good girl. She did everything she was supposed to do, followed every rule and regulation, listened to every expert and authority, took every precaution, and yet she still got the moronic.
What hope is there for the rest of us?
Oh my God, the sky is falling. We must tell the king.
Hey guys, one of the reasons I promote things on my channel is because I use them. And I use them because I believe they benefit me. They help promote strength, endurance, and energy.
Energy? I give you some freaking energy around here.
A lot of nature's top fruits and vegetables that support a healthy heart, circulatory system, and high energy happen to be red.
So come on, spit it out. Where do we get some of this red stuff?
I drink Eternal Reds because it's got 8 specific foods that promotes energy. And these foods would be costly and time consuming to get in your typical diet. So click the link in the description and grab some energy.
And then we got this nonsense right here coming out of the Whoopi Goldberg. It's The View. Oh my gosh, you want some truth? Just dip your ladle in the well of truth from the women over there at The View. They know what's going on. They know the score, and they're there to red pill you. You think? Really? Look at this. Whoopi Goldberg, this is reported by Fox News, who, by the way, are owned by Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock. And the people who own The View and who own MSNBC and CNN are, well, the same owners that own Fox News and News Corp, Vanguard, State Street, BlackRock. Whoopi Goldberg stunned by testing positive for, how could it, please say it isn't so. She took every precaution. I've done everything I was supposed to do. I followed the rules. I was a good girl, says Whoopi Goldberg. When St. Anthony Fauci got on TV, God rest his soul, God bless his soul, St. Anthony Fauci told me to do something. I said, by golly, not only am I going to do it, but I'm going to force my neighbors to do it. That's the Whoopi Goldberg we're talking about. But that's the thing about moronic. You just don't know where it is. I've done everything I was supposed to do, but that's the thing about moronic. Didn't they promise if you just bow down at the altar, Jabbo, everything will be all right? Now, all of a sudden, things ain't so all right for people who bow down at the altar, Jabbo, and they can't figure it out. What's going on? It couldn't be that we're getting railroaded. It couldn't be that we haven't looked past in the annals of history and learned so that we don't repeat history. It couldn't be that Key Bono has some kind of merit in investigative questioning, follow the money. It couldn't be at all that if we ask who benefits, that we're going to get to the bottom of that. Who is benefiting? Come on, you know who's benefiting. The same people that CNN said in 2009, it's a company too big to nail. Who were they talking about? Pfizer. What was the product? Bextra. Safe and effective, they said Bextra was. Safe and effective, safe and effective. Come on, you can take it. Took it off the shelf because it was killing people. 12.1 million doses of Bextra prescribed in 2004 alone. Took it off the market after they spent all this time and effort and energy trying to convince you that it was safe and effective, safe and effective. I don't understand why you're not taking it. Safe and effective. Okay. The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg described being shocked Wednesday when she learned that she tested positive for you-know-what during the show's break for the Christmas and New Year's holidays. During a remote appearance on the program, while isolating at home, because I did everything I was supposed to do. And I still got it. What hope could there be for the rest of us? No. Goldberg declared that she was surprised when she received the positive test result because, according to her, she had taken every necessary precaution to avoid contracting it, and it got me anyway. I left a couple of weeks ago, just before the break, Whoopi Goldberg said, because somebody I had been around tested positive for the creeping crud. So I left. So I've been gone a long time, I feel. And I was all excited. And you know, they have to test us. And so they sent people to test me, and they tested me. And it was like, oh no, you're not coming back, Whoopi. We're not sending anybody to your house, Whoopi. You got the cerveza bug, Whoopi. And it was like, wait, what? How can this be? I socially distanced. I isolated my home. I wore a ritualistic shame muzzle, even while I was outside sweating my ass off, walking my dog, and nobody else was around for miles. How can it be? Say it ain't so. Goldberg stated that her shock came from the fact that I bowed down at the altar at Jabbo, for God's sake. I got 2. I got the booster. Had received the VAXX booster shot and hadn't gone anywhere other than her house or done I didn't do nothing. I didn't go nowhere. I bowed down at the altar, Jabbo, got my booster, wore my ritualistic shame muzzle, stayed away from everybody, locked myself in my house. I mean, I was living life, man. If you're living like that, you ain't living. You're living in fear. You're living in delusion. You're living in la la land. What the heck? Doing everything that you could possibly do. Cross your T's, dot your I's, and what do you mean I can't work for the next 2 weeks and I got to isolate because I got the very thing that I took the shot to keep from getting? It don't make no sense, man. And they call me a backwoods country hick that don't know nothing. But that's the thing about the moronic. You just don't know where it is. You don't know where it is, who's got it, who's passing it, she said. It's one of those things where you think, I've done everything I was supposed to do. Yeah, it doesn't stop. Moronic. That's the problem with a variant, because it gets stronger and does different stuff to you. So, unless everybody gets VAXX, this is what we're going to be facing for the next, little while. So what's the answer? She did everything she was supposed to be doing, including getting VAXX, bowing down at the altar, Jabba, doing everything that Anthony Fauci and all the mainstream media idiots, the teleprompter reading psychopaths who know what's going on, who call themselves reporters. I did everything they told me to do, and I still got it. But what's Whoopi's answer? Unless everybody does what I do, we're going to be facing this for the next, little while. Okay. Does that really make sense to you, Whoopi? Does that really make sense to anybody? The liberal daytime gab fest, says Fox, returned to a remote broadcasting format this week amid the massive increase in daily cerveza bug cases across the United States, according to the Cat Dog Cat Corporation, who are inextricably tied to the big farm guy. The moronic of the VIRUS, which Goldberg indicated she had contracted, now accounts for more than 95% of all the new cases diagnosed across the country. Did you know that, babe? Moronic accounts for 90%. Now, how do you come to the conclusion that it accounts for 95% of all the cases that are developing across the country? Just believe it. Just take our word for it, man. Just take our word for it. Hospitalizations have also risen across the country in conjunction with the increase in, this is faux news. Faux news is perpetuating this. Although the new moronic is reportedly less severe than previous strands of the VIRUS, and you could do everything. You could put yourself in a Tyvek suit and duct tape every last crack and crevice in your house and self-isolate, and it's still going to get you, boy. Doesn't matter what you do, you're going to get it.
Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can.